Let us begin now. Now, in this phase of Sampragnata Samadhi, anything that is connected will just manifest and deities will simply respond to you. They will manifest and give you the experience, shower you with the ultimate experience of Paramashivoham. So every one of you that are sitting here, just take a few minutes, sit and manifest the power. Manifest the power, the experience, the state, space, powers of Paramashivoham. Now, Swamiji initiated all of us to experience Nithyatva, right? And Swamiji said, we'll be in the space where we'll experience all the deities and gods as reality and we'll be able to feed Ganesha. Now, I request all the participants to take a few, bring your Atmalinga, your favorite deity, anything, even it can be Swamiji's Murti if you have those small Atma Murti. Bring any one of them and you're going to be feeding the Atma Murti or the Atmalinga. You can feed the Atmalinga, you can bring milk, you can bring water, you can bring any of these, and you're going to be feeding the Atmalinga with the milk, water, and just from the space of oneness, experiencing the state where when you feel literally Maha Ganapati himself, Swamiji himself will manifest, accept your offering, and you will actually experience how gods and goddesses manifest. They themselves manifest, they themselves. So, shall we all enter into the power manifestation? See, actually, Swamiji had given this initiation, and so many people from of time. We have a very beautiful compilation of how all the people from across the globe, just within 24 hours of Swamiji blessing, just through the power of initiation, we have participants from across the globe who have manifested. Daniel Haddon is asking how to manifest faster. Sit and just see right after the darshan. Is this time for doing the power manifestation? Because Swamiji initiated you, immediately you need to manifest it into power. Just sit and do it sincerely for next 21 days. Do the process sincerely. Swamiji will start manifesting through you. It's all that is needed is us getting more and more tuned in into the oneness. Just think now in the space of oneness. Swamiji has blessed me with the initiation and experience. That means Swamiji will give me the results. I leave the I'll just do the action. I leave the results unto Swamiji. Just give that declaration. Just connect and just declare that one offering. And you will see how the whole manifestation, the whole experience will start happening. Let's all take a few minutes, just watch this Sakshi Brahmana and just see how the participants here are manifesting right after the initiation. This is just right after the initiation from Swamiji. You can see each places from different parts of the world, Singapore, Malaysia, India, China, from all across the globe, just with one initiation, you all can see how participants are manifesting. I request everyone to just see. You don't need to start manifesting yet. Just see this.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Just see how the manifestation is happening in each of these different clips that you're seeing. Just see how the deity is actually, you all can see the milk is just being sucked in by the deity. Each of them are feeding and posting their experiences, and all of these were in less than 24 hours of the initiation.
Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham
As you see this manifestation happening, please pick up your deity. I request every one of you, just take your Atmalinga. Come on. Take a spoon of milk, take your Atmalinga, just say, Swamiji, let you accept my offering. Please consume the milk, consume the offering that I'm making to you out of my love and gratitude. Just tell that one declaration and sit now. Start manifesting. I request every one of you to do this. Come on, Ma Prema Tavasi, Ma Shraddha Rupa, Ma Anmari Kasu. Come on, can I request every one of you to please start? Keep the deity in your hand and just feed the deity. You just need to do it out of love, nothing else. Connect to the deity, you will see the deity itself will accept, manifest. Come on, Masmita, Magwi, Mingshen.
Paramashivoham Om
Ma Chow Chow, you're asking a question, ma. Sorry, but it's in Chinese text. I request if you could please put it in English. I'll surely be able to address it, ma. I request the Chinese translator to please help with understanding the question. Come on, every one of you, just feed the deity. All you need to do is come from the space of oneness and love. That's all, nothing else. Just feed with that feeling connection. Declare for Maha Ganapati to accept the offering.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Please relax. All of you can please relax. Now, as all of you are manifesting the power of feeding Maha Ganapati, we'll be entering into our next session of the day where we will be learning about what is the exact space that you are in when you experience this power of feeding Maha Ganapati. Swamiji himself played this Leela very beautifully in his life. And let us listen to the unfolding of that Leela now.
when you lived in this body, if you experienced at least once the thoughtlessness, if you are able to, thoughtlessness means being alive without body and mind. If you experience the thoughtless awareness, if you remain alive, if you are conscious even for a single moment without body and mind, that is what I call samadhi, thoughtlessness. Let me give you a small diagram, then you will be able to understand what I exactly mean by the word thoughtlessness. In your life, you experience two states of beings and two levels of mind. One is the mind when you have thoughts and without thoughts. For example, now you have thoughts. In the deep sleep, do you have thoughts? No. So, with thoughts, without thoughts. Same way, in the being with I consciousness and without I consciousness. As on now, you all have that idea, I consciousness. In the deep sleep, do you have? No, the I consciousness doesn't exist. With I consciousness, without I consciousness. These two levels of consciousness and two levels of mind crisscross each other and create four states of being. With thoughts, with I consciousness, it is called waking state. Jakratavastha, in which most of us are now. Not all, there are few who are in dream state. Almost, most of you are in this state now. Waking state. With thoughts, with the I consciousness. Now you have the consciousness of I and thoughts both. And the next thing, you will have thoughts, but the I will not be there. That is dream. You may ask, how? The frequency of thoughts will be more than the frequency of the consciousness in your dream. That is why you will not be able to control your dreams. Now, please understand, then you can take the notes. First you can understand, then you can take the notes. See, now frequency of I is more. That is why you can control your thoughts, suppress them, divert them, create them, do anything you want. Because the frequency of I is more than the frequency of thoughts. The dream state, the frequency of thoughts is more than frequency of I. That is why you cannot control your dreams. If we can have the dreams of our choice, you know what kind of dreams? You will always be having. Dreams are not under your control. You can't have choice because the frequency of thoughts is more than frequency of consciousness. So you have thoughts but no consciousness. Just thoughts flowing in your being is what is dreaming. Next state, neither I exist nor the thoughts exist. This is called deep sleep. Deep sleep. This is called sushupti. Jagrat, swapna, sushupti. Conscious, subconscious, unconscious. And there is a fourth state which we have not experienced in our life, where you will not have thoughts but you will have I consciousness. Pure I consciousness. This is what I call samadhi, thoughtless awareness, turyavastha, atmanyana, brahmanyana, self-realization, nirvana, atmanubhuti, state of divine, nitya consciousness, eternal bliss, what not. All these words point this state only, where you will have the pure awareness, consciousness, but not thoughts, where you will learn, where you will live without body and mind. You become Degatrayaditaha, Kalatrayaditaha, where you have a pure I consciousness, with I, without thoughts. Vivekananda says, if you experience even a single glimpse of this consciousness when you are alive, when you leave the body, the same thing will automatically repeat and you will leave the body in samadhi. You will leave the body in samadhi.
Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Ashmita, Rupanugamat, Sampragnata. Patanjali is explaining to achieve first state of enlightenment. You see the ultimate enlightenment, what he calls Kaivalya. Till you achieve that enlightenment, you go through different experiences, which he calls different kinds of samadhis, different levels of samadhis. Here, he is giving us technique to achieve the first level of samadhi. We need to know first, why do we need samadhi first of all? It's not our food and bedroom and clothes are enough for life. Why do we need samadhi at all? What is the necessary to know about this samadhi? Please understand. I can say this is the ultimate luxury a man can have. Ultimate luxury a human being can have is opening our connection to the cosmic consciousness. Sometimes these great ideas, words, they happen in our life once in a while like a breeze, and after a few days you forget about them. You are caught in your regular routine, in your regular life. Again, after some time, when you get a chance to see somebody like this, some ideas, again they touch you. Again, you forget about them, and your life, you carry on in your life. Again, sometime, once in a while you come in contact. That is the reason we don't understand how important the necessity of the samadhi experience. Please understand. A born blind man can never understand what he is missing. Same way, a person who has not experienced samadhi even once can never understand what he is missing. It's a whole another dimension of life. Whole another dimension of life. The other day, one of my disciples was driving me from Phoenix to Los Angeles. Suddenly I turned towards him and I said, I wish you have a body like mine. And he started laughing. What do you mean, Swamiji? Nothing. I put little snacks in the mouth. They were eating little snacks and they gave me little. The moment I put the little snacks in the mouth, immediately body was in samadhi. Means it was an ecstasy. Nothing more is needed to please you. Just these few qualities. Understand about these few qualities, then you will understand the power of samadhi, utility value of samadhi. See, today I want you to understand the utility value of samadhi. Only then the meaning of what I am talking will be understood. Only then you will understand. Why you should sit and listen for hours together about Samadhi? It has direct utility value in your life. Just little snacks, nothing else. Just that. Body was already in Samadhi, means overflowing, ecstasy, joy. Just feels nothing is needed. See, when that feeling nothing more is needed is there, you feel like blessing the whole universe. Life is too good. Just understand, having that feeling, life is too good. It's just, that is there. Whenever you have the feeling, life is too good, you are living. I can say, having that feeling, life is too good, 24/7, 365. Sorry, 366 is what I call Ananda, or living in Samadhi. Just continuously feeling life is good, life is good, life is good. If that idea, that feeling, life is good is not there, whatever you have, what is worth? It's nothing. It's not worthy of anything. It is not worthy of anything. And if that feeling life is good is there, you just know life is good. Life is good. Living in Samadhi, it has great utility value. Apart from that, you see, when you have that feeling, life is good, suddenly you see there is no hangover on people. There is no hangover about objects or people. Understand how great freedom it is. How great freedom it is. You need to understand the utility value of Samadhi. Only then we will even start looking towards the direction. We will start looking towards the direction. We will start putting little energy in the direction. There is no hangover on people. What great freedom it is. Each one of you look inside. How much of your hangover you have with people with whom you are working in the office, or the people with whom you are living, or the people whom you meet here, there. The hangover, that is the worst punishment. That is the worst punishment. Constantly you have hangover on somebody. The big problem is when you are physically with them present, you don't know completely how to be open. That is why you always have that hangover. I have seen many times people, when they are around me, they are very sad that tomorrow I am going to leave. They say, Swamiji, in 2 days you will be leaving. We have to be all alone by ourselves. When I am around them, they have this feeling. And after I leave, naturally they will have hangover. See, when you are in the physical presence also, you are not complete. And you are waiting that you will be depressed. So naturally when I am not there, you will be depressed. What else to do? When they are physically present, not only with me, I am saying about everybody, even in an ordinary relationship, when you are physically with somebody, you don't have the courage or guts to open. Afraid, fear of rejection. Fear of rejection is one of the worst things. You are afraid you may be rejected. And once you are rejected, you can't respect you. That's a big problem. See, it is not only the fear that other person will reject you. If you are rejected, that so much of disrespect will start creating. You will start creating so much of disrespect about you inside you. That's a big problem. You can't handle that disrespect, that fear of rejection. So naturally, you don't know how to be open, how to be alive, how to be connecting. When you are not open in the physical presence, naturally in the absence, you will have that hangover. In the presence also, you are not fully present. In the absence also, you are not completely absent. That's a big problem. And you go on hanging over, hanging over, hanging over. Too many people are hanging in your inner space. That is why the person with whom you are living, you are not complete with that person. So it's like a vicious circle. Samadhi liberates you from all hangovers. There is no hangover. There is no remembrance of the people. There is no feeling, I want them again, want to see them again, or burn them again around me. Nothing. It's like you are like a breeze, untouched, unpolluted, just flowing, flowing, flowing. So many wonderful things starts expressing by itself in samadhi. Extraordinary powers he expresses. It's a pure science. You see, it's like if you study in the field of law and specializes and do some higher level degrees, you will be able to practice in all these courses, you will be able to do all these things, you will have all these powers. Just like that, it's a science. You study this, do this, then you will handle all these extraordinary powers and energies and life. It's a simple science. The big problem is, in the young age, we are not taught, and we never had a time to spend, we never had a passions to practice, so finally we dump the whole science itself as useless.
If you are new to Hinduism, I will introduce. Shiva is the largest worshipped god in Hindu tradition. He is supposed to be the head of the pantheon of gods in Hindu tradition. Hindu tradition has something like 33 crore gods. And I believe that was the population in those days. Each one can have your own personalized, customized god. That's the freedom Hinduism gave for everybody. And Mahadeva, Shiva is supposed to be the head, lord of all the gods, and Ganesha is the first son of Shiva. And I was given the deity of Ganesha, a small deity. I started playing with it, living with it, just like Barbie doll. You give a Barbie doll to your kids, how they clothe it and bathe it and literally live with it. Morning when I wake up, I'll wake him up from my bed. When I brush my teeth, I'll brush him also. You can still see the deity with a lot of scratches in this area. It's all my brushing. I'll try to brush him with my toothbrush, and when I take bath, I'll give him bath. When I put clothes, I'll give him also clothes, and the ashes and the sandal paste, everything. And when I eat, I'll try to make him eat. Of course, food won't go inside, but I'll put the food in the mouth and tell, eat, eat, eat. You are not eating properly. If you don't eat, you will not grow. Whatever my mother tells me, I used to tell him. And I literally lived with him. Then, of course, in those days, kids will go to school only at the age of 6, so no school. But I'll play with him. He's my playmate. Night when I go to sleep, I'll put him next to my bed. So usually I'll sleep with my mother. My mother will be this side. I'll put him this side and tell, you sleep with your mother, I'll sleep with my mother. And one day I went to the temple. In the temple every day you will see some elderly person will be coming and sitting and telling some story in the temple. There will be some discourse, some satsang, some pravachan. It's a regular lifestyle in this city. Every day somebody will be talking in the temple, giving some discourses, satsangs. One elderly person, he was telling us some story. He was telling a story about how Ganesha ate the food when a saint offered. Let me tell you the story, only then you will understand the whole background completely. There was a elderly man in a village. He used to do temple worship every day to Ganesha. One day he was sick, he did not go to the worship. He sent his son. The son went and offered the food to the Ganesha as usual, but Ganesha did not eat as usual. But this child thought Ganesha usually used to eat. So he forced Ganesha, you please eat, otherwise my father will scold me. Why are you not eating? But Ganesha did not eat. Then this child started hitting his head on the temple wall, saying that if you don't eat, I will commit suicide. Because my father will scold me, he will not allow me to live. You eat. When the child was trying to commit suicide, Ganesha appeared and stopped the child and ate the food. It's a story. A great saint story. And that child became a great saint. When I heard that story, I was shocked. Suddenly, I felt, then why is this, my Ganesha is not eating? I am being cheated. I ran to the house back. My family used to live just near the temple. I ran to the house back from the temple because I was listening to the story from the temple. Ran to the house back and cut hold of my Ganesha and told him, you have to eat. I tried all my storytelling, everything to Ganesha. He did not budge. He did not eat. Next day I was sitting and thinking, what to do? This guy is not eating. By now I developed the idea is now my Ganesha is adamant. So I was brought up in a large giant family where more than 20-25 kids have grown up together. It's almost like a small nursery. In the house, if somebody doesn't eat, my grandmother will threaten them. I'll throw you in the well. Center of the house used to be a huge well. The house I was born and brought up is almost like 80,000 square feet. I'll show you guys. From this street to that street. And this side to that side. Single house, that size. And still there are bits remain in the same way, same old way. The house is almost 300 years old. Center of the house there used to be a well. The grandmother will shout, if you don't eat, I'll throw you in the well. That is the idea clicked with me. I told Ganesha, if you don't eat, I will throw you in the well. Habits. So I started threatening my Ganesha, if you don't eat, I'll put you in the well. So I took up that bucket in which they fetch the water and put the Ganesha and lowered him to the water level. From here I started shouting, hey, eat, otherwise I'll put you in the well. Suddenly I remembered, maybe now he has changed his mind, but I have not put the food inside. So I took him out, put the food and put him, then lowered the bucket to the water level. In that level, I'll move the rope and tell, hey, now eat, otherwise I will drop you in the well. Of course, he was not budging. I also did not have the courage to drop him in the well because he is too much for me. He means really a lot for me. He is my friend, everything. My companion, for play and everything. Of course, he did not budge for that also, he did not eat. Then I had the thought, maybe the food he doesn't like my mother's cooking. So I went to the temple, asked the temple priest, whatever they are offering, the same food. They gave the same food. I brought to the house the same food and told him, now you eat. He did not budge. Suddenly, while I was arguing with my Ganesha, it clicked. That saint, when Ganesha did not eat, he tortured himself. But here, I am torturing Ganesha. How will Ganesha eat? That click. I can say, that click was the turning point in my spiritual life. I decided, I will not eat till he eats. I will not torture him anymore. So I put the food, sat. 2.5 days, as a 3-year-old child, did not eat, sleep, just I'll sit. Even in those days, very stubborn. The will was so strong. Did not eat and sat without eating. It was a very strong experience. I could see very clearly Ganesha appearing, and I fell into a kind of a altered state of consciousness. I could see very clearly Ganesha ate. When I opened my eyes, the plate was empty. Because I know the feeling I had at that moment was so strong. The devotion I had, it is like a experience strengthening the belief. Faith was transformed as trust. That feeling connection gave me the tremendous courage and confidence to begin my spiritual journey.
And get ready. Apply the vibhuti and kumkum on your forehead. Wear your Rudraksha mala. And prepare your Panchapatram and Adurni. 1 cup with a spoon with some water for the ritualistic cleansing. Now, everyone please settle down on your yoga mats. All the male bodies, please remove your upper cloth. Apply the vibhuti in 6